The search is unlawful. Now, I told you why I'm here. I've told you about the police. I've told you about the police memos.
You're recording a police station.
Sir, there's no law against that. You state the law that I cannot do this.
No, I'm not saying you can't do this, right? I'm saying I'm detaining you under...
Something serious just happened here. A routine stop and search has suddenly turned into a legal showdown on the street. One side says it's about national security. The other is calling it completely unlawful. And right in the middle of it, all the tension is escalating second by second. What starts as a simple interaction quickly turns into a battle over rights, power, and authority. And what you're about to see is the moment everything starts to fall apart.
Munitions, okay?
Is that got to do in connection with terrorism?
No, it's justice and security legislation.
Justice and security, and you're using that section
24, section
which
3.
has got to do with terrorism.
Yes, so it
So you just said you didn't.
It allows me to search you for wireless apparatus and live ammunition, okay?
Well, sir, I've already...
Can I ask you to take your hand out of your
Two
pockets?
seconds,
Is there
sir.
anything on you that's sharp that would harm me if I go to search you?
No, sir.
Okay.
Listen, sir, now, I've already told you why...
Keep your phone up and keep recording.
Yes, I've already told you why I'm here, and you're still searching me under a terrorism act.
Yes. No, it's not under terrorism. It's under
basically, if you're looking for wireless apparatus...
Yes, and live ammunition.
Yes, and live ammunition.
And that's because the threat in the country, terrorism threat in the country is really
Now, I'm going to step back there again here, because there's 4 of these around here, me, so there is. Like, there's 4 of these around here.
Colleagues will step back.
As I say, like, I'm going to say something here else. Before you start your search, sir, I do not consent to any search by any police officers in Northern Ireland, so I don't. Just another thing, sir, just to make you aware, there was a memo sent around every police station in Northern Ireland, England, Scotland and Wales, so there was, about this type of activity which I am doing now. We call it auditing. Have you heard of auditing?
No, inform me.
You haven't heard of auditing, so you haven't. Well, the chief, the MPCC, has sent a memo around every station in the UK, and we have to be left alone. We cause no threat whatsoever.
Who's we?
Auditors.
This is where everything changes. What starts as a normal audit instantly turns into a legal battlefield. The officer steps in with authority, invoking legislation, but the auditor doesn't back down. Instead, he fires back with confidence, clearly stating he does not consent to any search. You can feel the tension rising with every second. The officer insists it's about security and potential threats, but the auditor challenges that narrative head-on, bringing up rights, laws, and internal memos. Right here, the tone is set. This is no longer a routine interaction, this is authority versus awareness. And neither side is backing off.
Amateur photographers.
Okay.
Yes, now, I'm going to ask you...
Yes. Justice and security legislation, okay, because you're a video police station, because you're outside the police station, you haven't given me enough information.
I told you why I'm here and told you what I'm doing. And you're still going to carry on and search me. I'm also detained as well.
You're detained for the purpose of a search, yes.
No problem.
Alright.
So once again, I do not consent to any search.
That's okay. You're detained for it anyway.
No problem, sir.
Continue to record if you want. I'm recording as well.
So this is under the Justice and Security Act 2007 then?
Yes.
Yes, no problem. And it's section?
24.3.
24.3?
Yes.
Right, no problem, sir. You turn away, sir. As I say...
Is there anything on you that's sharp?
I've already told you, sir, no.
Okay. No problem.
Here we go, folks. Once again, stopped and searched in Northern Ireland, so we are. Police abusing their powers. They still have not read this memo, so they haven't. Now, you are not doing your jobs if you don't come in the morning and you read memos, so you are. Now I'm telling you now, you are not doing your job if you have not read that memo. And
now the pressure builds. Despite the auditor clearly refusing consent, the officer continues forward, and that's where things start to feel uncomfortable. The auditor doubles down, calmly but firmly repeating his stance, while also exposing something deeper, a supposed memo that officers should already be aware of. But here's the twist: the officer doesn't acknowledge it. This creates a powerful moment of doubt. Is this a justified search, or are the officers acting without full knowledge? The repetition, the refusal, the persistence, it all adds up to a situation that's quickly escalating beyond control.
Ignorance of the law. Now this goes to all of you. Ignorance of the law is no defence. Searching a man on the street with a camera, this is public property. There is no law to stop me from doing this, lads.
Due to the severe threat in the area, police in Northern Ireland can search any person.
Bear in mind, I told you why I'm here.
You seem aware of that.
Bear in mind, I told you why I'm here, and you are still searching me unlawfully in the street.
The search is lawful.
You are abusing this section. Sir, this isn't my first rodeo.
Okay. And you'll
You
realise this search is lawful.
are abusing this section today again in Northern Ireland.
It's not been done.
There's been a memo sent round, and if you aren't reading that, you aren't doing your jobs. And once again, I will say to you, ignorance is no defence.
Listen, the avenues exist. The avenues exist for you to make a complaint if you feel police are misusing their powers. So you can go ahead and do that. But for now, this search. For now, search lawful.
Right, how do you, sir?
You want to give me your details?
I don't, sir.
You don't want to give me your details?
I do not
That's
want to
okay.
give my details.
Okay.
We already know them.
Yeah.
Have you carried out your search?
Yes, I have.
Now,
Okay, enough.
now
Would you like a copy of the search record?
This is the breaking point. The auditor shifts from defensive to offensive, and he doesn't hold back. Accusations start flying as he directly calls out the officers, questioning their professionalism and even suggesting they're failing at their duties. Words like ignorance of the law hit hard. At this moment, the power dynamic begins to shake. The officers are still present, still standing their ground, but verbally, the auditor is taking control of the narrative. You can sense the frustration, the intensity, the clash of perspectives. This isn't just a disagreement anymore. It's a full-blown confrontation.
No, sir, I don't, because then I will have to give my details for the search record. Or I can make an appointment to call back. If you want to fill the search record in, I will call back for the search record. Now, you're not getting my details. You'll get my details once I come back.
Okay. Do you want to arrange a time? You can call in and card.
What time suits you, sir?
It's up to yourself. I'm very flexible.
Well, I'm easy. I've got all day here, sir.
Okay. What, do you want to give me half an hour? An hour?
Let's see, half an hour or an hour. What is your number, sir?
Shoulder number there. 22785.
No problem. What station are you attached to?
Lisburn.
Lisburn. And yourself, sir?
It is. See it there?
I'm
Lisburn Police Station.
I'm dyslexic. You couldn't say it out, please.
24637.
Thank you very much, sir. And yourself, sir?
16250 Lisburn.
Thank you.
6009.
No bother. Thank you very much, folks. Thank you very much. Now, unlawful, folks.
Okay.
And you say you think you know who I am. Now, that gentleman's just said he thinks I know who I am. Yep. And if you thought you knew who I am and you still come out and search me, the search is unlawful. Now, I told you why I'm here. I've told you about the police. I've told you about the police memos.
You're recording a police station.
Sir, there's no law against that. You state the law that I cannot do this.
No, I'm not saying you can't do this, right? I'm saying I'm detaining you under justice and security.
Am I undetained?
Yeah, you're undetained.
Right, thank you.
Enough, okay?
Right, thank
Come
you.
back for the search record shortly. Have you any awkward?
Now comes the shift. The officer attempts to regain structure by asking for details, but the auditor responds strategically. He refuses to provide information on the spot, instead offering to handle it on his own terms later. Then something subtle but powerful happens. The auditor starts taking control, collecting badge numbers, documenting everything, and building his own record of the encounter. And then the bold claim. He labels the search as unlawful. This is no longer just a reaction, it's a calculated move. The balance of control is tilting, and for the first time, the officer appears to be on the back foot.
Section 24 go.
Any more questions, sir? No, as I say, once again, that memo that was sent round to every force in the UK. And as I say again, sir, you're not doing your job if you have not read them memos. Yes, I know where you're coming from.
It only exists in Northern Ireland, it doesn't exist in England.
I know, sir, but there was a memo sent round all these, not to be abusing this here.
Yeah,
and the same in England, not to be abusing Section 43, stopping searching under terrorism. And that's what you've done today.
Okay,
So
that's
sir.
what you believe, okay?
It is law now, sir. It's black and white. As I say again, ignorance of the law is no defence, and you are a police officer.
Okay. Like I say, you're not detained now, so you can head on, man.
Any further comments, sir, for the camera?
This is the final stretch where everything settles. The arguments slow down, but the tension is still there. The officer stands by his actions while the auditor holds firmly to his position. No agreement is reached, but something important happens. The officer disengages, and just like that, the confrontation comes to an end. But the impact lingers, because what we've just witnessed isn't just a stop and search, it's a clash of law, interpretation, and individual rights. a moment where both sides believed they were right. Yet only one walked away feeling vindicated.